Alright, welcome back. In this video, we are going to debug our code. But for this, I would like to write new code which is more suitable for debugging. So let's open our terminal, Ctrl+T, and we are going to create a new text file. We are going to use gedit text editor to write our C++ code. So let's clear this terminal window. And if you remember that in order to open the gedit, you need to write just gedit and click enter. Okay, now our text editor is opened. We can start writing our code. So as in the previous code, at first let's include the iostream library first. By the way, let's change this plain text to C++. And after that we are going to write namespace and write our main function, which is int main, parentheses and parentheses. So inside this function, I'm going to write a simple code that takes two numbers and prints a multiplication of them. Let's create a variable. Let's say that this will be integer. Let's say a, it will be 3. The second variable also integer, and it will be, let's say, b equals to 4 or 5, it doesn't matter. And now I'm just going to create a new variable. Let's say multiplication, and it equals to the first variable times the second variable, and put semicolon. And we have to print this result. So let's write multiplication equals to, let's say, equals to our result variable. Result variable is multiplication. And let's just write handle to add a new line after this multiplication result, and put semicolon in the end. Okay, this is our program, our code. It's very simple, but as you remember that in the end we have to write return 0. Okay, let's save this program. Just write, I don't know, it's like mult.cpp. It's enough, and let's save. Okay, now let's close that one. Now let's write ls to list the directories. As you see that our mult.cpp file is created, but I would like to move this cpp file to desktop, so I'm just going to use move command, move mult.cpp and desktop. Now you see that our file is moved here. Okay, the next step is to compile our code, but this time I'm going to compile it with debugging symbols. So what I mean is here, so in order to compile that, we are going to use G++, and then I'm going to write -G. So in order to activate the debugging symbol, I need to use this G, because it will activate our debugging. And after that, we are going to write our file name, which is mult.cpp, and let's create, and if you remember that we used -O to create our executable name, so it will be, in this case, let's say mult, and click enter. It displays error because it says no such file or directory. Actually, this file mult.cpp is created in desktop, but we are not in the desktop directory, so let's move desktop. Let's change the directory, desktop. Now we can execute this command again, click enter. Okay, now as you see that our mult executable is generated, and let's execute it. Just write ./mult and click enter. Okay, great. Now our code is successfully compiled and the result is printed. If you remember that we have used two variables, the first one is 3 and the second one is 5, so 3 times 5 will give us 15. Until here we didn't open our debugging tool. Now it's time to open our debugging tool. We'll use, if you remember that the name is GDB, and let's just write mult, our file name or our executable name, and click enter. Now debugging tool is opened. The first step is to create a breakpoint. Let's open this C++ file. So to create a breakpoint, we have to use the command. So in this case, it's called b, and after that we need to provide the breakpoint number, I mean the line number. As you see that our code consists of 15 lines, so let's create a breakpoint in this line 5 and b5, click enter. It says that breakpoint 1 is created line 6. Okay, and I would like to run this program until this breakpoint. So in order to run the program, we can use R command. Just put R and click enter. Okay, our program is at line 6. So from here we are going to run this program line by line. Okay, so in order to do that, we are going to use N letter. N means that next, so it will execute it next line of code. Just write N and click enter. So this N command just run this line, therefore it just printed int a equals to 3, and it is on the line 7. Let's run the next line of code, so just put N and click enter. So now it runs this line of code, the b equals to 5. As you already noticed, that the main goal, the main purpose for the debugging is to execute or run this code one by one, I mean line by line, because in this time you are going to see what's the variable and which number is assigned to this variable. This is very important thing in programming, because if your code runs just away and you will not see any variables, you will not see any numbers that assigned to this variable. The main point is here to run your code line by line. You can also print the value of the variable. So in order to print that, we are going to use p letter, p and variable name, click enter. As you see that it shows the value for b variable is 0. So it is because we didn't actually execute this line. But if you write pa, it will print the value for this variable, because this code is already executed. Let's click enter. As you see that it shows 3. And let's write n to execute next line of code. Probably this line is executed, so now we can print the value for the variable b. Just write p and variable name b, click enter. As you see that now it says the value for b variable is 5. Let's write n again to execute this line. Write n and put enter. As you see that now it shows that our next line of code, and if you put n again, it will show the result, multiplication equals to 15. So that's how you can debug your code. If you want to debug this program again, you have to write R and click enter. So now as you see that it just asks, it will start it from the beginning. Do you want that? If you write Y, it will debug your code again and you can start debugging. But in this case, I'm just going to put N, which is no. Click enter. Now program not restarted. So but how we are going to quit this command? We can just write quit and click enter. So it says that debugging session is active. Do you really want to quit? Just put Y and click enter. Now it just quit. This is how debugging tool works. Okay, I think that's enough for this video. Alright, that's all from my side. If you like this video, please click on the subscribe button. Bye, see you in the next video.